our DM is not here right now.
Code.
Do we just start from here?
Hey guys,
Okay,
welcome
here.
to
No.
our Q&A.
No.
Guys, welcome to Q&A.
Gosh. No.
Bring the microphone over.
No.
Turn the microphone.
The microphone's all the way over there.
They
So
can
you
hear
need to
me
go to your
scream.
I know. Scream
I
code.
got these.
Scream
Oh my god.
code.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You the mic.
Your god has appeared.
Oh
boy.
I called you disgusting. Okay, guys, let's go.
God, go to
You
outside
don't get
the
my
table.
Krispy Kreme.
I get your firstborn children.
No, you don't.
I can't have that.
Those are mine! You literally get nothing else. Like, you don't get any of my snacks.
What the heck?
You call me disgusting, bitch.
Can I have a snack?
Yes, because you
Is
asked.
Reese,
Hope you like peanuts.
I don't, but
Okay.
I'll have it anyway.
I have crisps.
Okay. You're right beside the microphone. No munchie.
If you don't
Crunch.
behave, we will move you here.
I mean, I can just move there right now. And I
Move
can
there?
eat.
Then you can eat, yeah.
Also, I'm really tall, so I might accidentally look over your screen like 3 times.
That's okay.
Okay.
You're not gonna see anything.
I look over Reese's screen all the time. It's fine.
What? Really?
No.
It's right there. Like, you look
Like,
over at
okay,
him
I
and you
don't
see
mean to.
everything.
I
What
go
the
to like
heck?
hope every once in a while we'll just kind of go, oh, that's a nice picture.
I don't mean to. I just like look,
It's not
Really?
hard.
I look at Reese
That's
all the time, and then like
Yeah.
every once in a while they'll be like doing something, and then I get curious, and so I'm
Like,
like, huh, what are they doing? And
they have
normally
nothing
it's just
over
like
there right
drawing a smiley face or some shit like
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
I
valid.
just get bored. I get bored back
okay.
here sometimes. Oh, we're on stream right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we
are.
started over there because I was like, stream code.
Yeah.
Stream.
Except
code.
I'm just gonna make sure that we're actually streaming. So.
I forgot how
I've
much I
got it
hate
up here
these,
live.
and I'm regretting
Oh, is
eating.
the audio
I
on?
can see.
Do you
Just turn up the volume
want a chip?
for a second.
Oh.
You want some
Just to
yellow
make sure.
juice?
I don't want yellow juice.
I want yellow juice.
It's more orange than
Yeah,
yellow.
okay, works.
Yellow juice.
Yellow juice, like yellow juice.
I got yellow juice on me. You
Okay.
and
Sorry.
I can't say that.
Hi. Welcome back to HeyDM. I'm Reese, your dungeon master. To my left, I've got Bowie playing Kizza, the dragonborn barbarian. We've got Danny, who plays Charlotte, the sorcerer supreme of our group.
Hello.
I'll do the announcement.
Currently joining us over Skype, we've
Okay.
got Jasper, who
That's not
plays
switch.
Tavik, the fire genocide. Cleric,
Hello.
thank God.
I'm gonna
Thank
Um,
God.
To my right, we have Jason, who plays Baz Benham Ben Quinn, owner of the Benham Ben Quinn.
Ben Quinn mining
Ben Quinn
service.
Mining Service.
How do you not know that by now?
There's so many names I have to remember for his family alone.
I made an entire tree.
I guess so, yeah. Okay.
I remember.
names?
I remember
our
everyone brought in their
Drovish
family
bard.
tree.
You remember that?
I remember everyone brought in their family tree, and everyone had like a small piece of paper. You know, I had like
I got a
literally-
fucking poster
I
board.
literally had nothing because my I don't. And then like
You didn't make like
come
a
and
bunch
you're
of wolf names?
No.
Why not?
She handed me a slip of paper that said nothing.
It said nothing?
Said nothing.
I literally gave them.
You wrote nothing?
I wrote
Said
nothing.
nothing.
I wrote nothing on a piece of paper and I handed it to
You
them.
didn't say like Spike and Fluffy and...
No. It just said nothing.
I still enjoyed. Everyone was like, "Okay, guys, let's do some homework. Bring your family tree." And I was like, "Okay, give me a week." So everyone's like, "Here, I wrote this on a nice piece of paper. It's like regular paper." And I'm like, "Hey guys, woof!" And it's like the size of the table. I'm like, "So
I've still got it. It's rolled
Where
up in
is
my
it?
room. It's
Oh,
humongous.
Great.
It's ridiculous how many years it goes back to.
I'm
One
gonna
day-
reference like 3. Where is it in your room?
It's
I
in
need
the
it.
corner with the axe.
One day,
Okay.
I'm going to say
I'm
this right
gonna
now.
reference
One
so
day.
many of my cousins today.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Go away, Jason, and don't listen for a second. Where everyone comes to the table and it looks like it's just gonna be a regular D&D game, and they sit down and all
We
of
all
us
play
go
as
into a
Baz.
family member. We're all like, yes.
Who watched this, right?
This is an
Hi.
intervention.
Sorry, Jason's grabbing his
Yeah.
family tree.
Okay,
which
Boy,
is
do you want to do announcements?
I'm gonna
humongous.
try.
Before we do that, you may have noticed we do not have Hope with us. Shahala will not be playing today. She's got some other things
died.
to attend to.
Oh, no.
So it'll just be the 5 of us, which will be funky. That's his family tree. Can you just hold it up? Like, just the rolled up version.
Yeah.
Just to show, this is what he handed me, guys. Everybody else came in with a slip of paper or a little post-it note. And this is what Jason had.
Oh, hey, the names of my kids. I forgot those.
There's Benna, and there's
Do you have a candle?
Bartham,
Yeah.
I could put a candle in
and
there.
there's Kyujin,
Yeah.
and there's
Why do you have a
Two more.
candle?
two more. Yeah, two boys.
I always yell. One's a boy, one's a
One's
girl.
a boy.
I
know
always
that.
yell at him because I think he's stupid.
He's an idiot. Yeah.
And it's a stupid ass name. It's really easy to yell.
No, I think you gave the
Gank.
candle to...
Oh, Gank.
And
Forgot.
there's Genna.
I think you
Or
gave the
Jenna.
candle,
Depends how you.
candle to Jason.
What?
Yeah.
No, I had a candle over there. There's no candle.
I thought you were doing announcements, Bowie.
I am doing an Sorry,
Okay.
no. We're getting distracted again. Bowie, do announcements.
Alright, I've never done announcements.
Wait, just let's go down the hole. See how many names that is.
I can see it from here.
Nice. Alright.
So let's see which cousin I'm gonna reference today. Go ahead.
Do I just read all of this?
No, you don't need to read all of it.
Do you want my
Just
help?
like,
I'm good.
Just say like part of ETNL, part of our stuff.
okay. I'm gonna try this real hard.
Then I have another thing that you have to actually read. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Go.
You can only see half of the paper.
Yeah.
But it's just you giggling in the background.
Jason, I'm trying to do announcements.
So many names.
Oh my goodness.
this goddamn...
I need to see which cousin I want to reference.
Let's give a shout out to ETNL. Wow, I already fucked up. Okay. ETNL is a journalist site that works with game developers and reviews games, anime, and events. You can read articles from gamers who stream and give an honest opinion about their experience. Follow ETNL on social media. Twitch, just search ETNL. Twitter is twitter.com/ETNLofficial. Facebook is facebook.com/ETNLofficial. ETNL site is www.etnl.co.uk. Our page, follow us on Twitch. You're here, so like just follow.
Yeah, that's it.
Our YouTube is at HeyDungeonMaster. Our Twitter is at HeyDMOfficial. Our Instagram is at HeyDungeonMaster, and our Snapchat is at HeyDungeonMaster, except there is no E. It is just an R because someone made it and they didn't feel like adding an E or making it HeyDM. Tumblr, which we don't post on or ever use ever, is HeyDMOfficial.
Yeah.
If you would like to donate to us, we would appreciate that so much. You'll like definitely become a character. Hit up our PayPal.
Yeah.
I forgot we had a PayPal.
I usually forget we have a PayPal. Yes.
Yeah, we have a PayPal. It's paypal.me/HeyDungeonMaster. And if you have any announcements, questions, or inquiries, the most business-like way to contact us would be not by summoning us, but instead emailing us at heydungeonmaster@gmail.com.
Hey, I'm just gonna jump in real quick. So this is the family tree.
It's really faint.
And I'd just like to say there's one group here that has 51 children.
Man.
Yeah.
That's my. Great.
That's
Am I
not
reading,
great.
like,
this
where's
is your
You can just read that whole thing.
Right, like all the way down to
great.
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
You guys,
Great
We have another
This is
guys.
grandparents.
we have an announcement
Children.
that's more serious.
Oh, it's the boule?
Continue.
Thank you.
I already spoiled it.
On April 6, 2018, Canadians were heartbroken to hear the news of the Humboldt Old Broncos bus crash. Of the 29 passengers, 16 lost their lives and 13 will bear physical and emotional scars for life. On April 7, 2018, Humboldt Broncos defenseman Logan Boulay succumbed to his injuries. His parents, Bernadine and Toby Boulay, offered to donate his organs so that six lives could live on. They did so because Logan told his parents he was registering as an
Organ donor.
organ donor. I can't word. I'm sorry. And that he was inspired by his coach and mentor, Rick. Oh no! Don't make me butcher this.
Yeah, I don't know. Rick Sugget.
Something along those lines.
Rick.
Rick passed on June 27th, 2017, and was also an organ donor and saved 6 lives.
So today's Green Shirt Day, which
We didn't
I was
know.
only just reminded of as we were driving here, so I did not have the time to change into a green shirt.
I am using green dice.
Do I have
I
green
ate
dice?
a green M&M.
I don't know, but
we got
it's,
some extra green dice.
it's the thought that counts. So
Yeah.
it's just an awareness of becoming an organ donor. So
I may or may not be related to him, so this was for you, Logan.
register, tell your family, be inspired.
I'm an
Register
organ donor.
now. Hey, that's good.
Although they can't use any of my organs because I've...
Your organs suck.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
say.
Okay.
I'm an organ donor. Your
I
organs
didn't
suck.
want to
Sorry.
say, but I had to.
But it's a thought that counts. I
Yeah.
was registered before I knew I was terminally ill.
I should be
So.
registered as an organ donor. Also, if you have the time,
You have to sign the back of your card.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
If you have the time, I'm gonna put this out there because this is kind of unrelated, but also sort of related.
Okay.
If you have the time and you are of age and you have the right stuff going for you, you should totally go donate blood. It's scary to get needles. I understand that, but come on, guys. Seriously, it's important.
Yeah.
I need blood. Give me blood. Go donate to the stollery. We need to do. Sorry, this is gonna go off stream for like 2 seconds. We need to. I want to do the Yeg stollery end of thing. Well, you
Okay.
play video games for now. Or like
Okay.
for
The
days.
Gameathon thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
My lady.
I'd love to
Go
donate
support
blood.
that
I'm
as
anemic.
well.
Okay, we good then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's go, kids.
Woo!
So, we left off. You guys had made your way finally to the Everseen Tower. You met Mistress Maeve.
Maeve.
I went to go and say Maeve.
Mead.
Wow.
Maeve. Mistress Maeve. And she had tasked you with finding the remnants of a few of her employees who have gone missing, and if you can, disposing of the one who took them, a wicked Ethel Green Teeth.
Green. Ha!
Danny, that's not funny. That's the person who killed the first Mimo.
What? Yeah, but it's like callback. It doesn't matter. It's green.
Murder! Sorry.
Oh no!
So a number of villagers from the town of Carshire, along with Mistress Maeve's pixies,
We
who
kill
deliver
her.
her messages, and her mimic butler / bodyguard /
Thanks.
advisor
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you were
has
gonna...
also gone.
I mean, here.
The
We can
group
share.
of you was taken into the basement of the Everseen Tower, a large room-shifting
So when
and
we roll together, we're good.
strange contraption of a building. And inside of this basement, you had been introduced to a portal.
Want it?
Yes.
It's holy.
Into a portal that leads you forward into a small courtyard. There are a number of kind of rocky walls around, some trees and flowers, and a large archway which leads out onto a plain of what looks to be a meadow. And sat in this meadow is a large crooked building. The building has a single sign above it that says Quentin's Alley, with a small light-up ball that kind of goes the do-do-do ball flash.
Oh, hey!
It's a neon sign.
It's a neon sign. Does it say open?
It's open 24 hours.
That's a really long time.
There's no open or close sign. There's a large door.
Is the
I
neon
thought
sign
you just a
on?
large dwarf. I was like, wow.
Tall dwarf? Do you mean human?
I think you mean Goliath. The height takes away their facial hair.
Okay. What?
Stupid. He said height takes away the facial hair.
Yeah.
Like you grow an
You
inch and you
substitute.
lose like all of your beard. You're like,
That's why I have so much hair, because I'm short.
The large door is painted a very brash, kind of orangey yellow. Not a pleasant color, but you've seen worse, probably.
Darn
it. Yeah. Other than that, it just seems to be meadows and meadows and meadows that stretch on forever.
I tried to do Baz earlier and that didn't happen. You fucking do Baz.
Let's go in, guys. What the fuck happened to me?
So
Oh,
the group of you steps forward through the portal, and as you turn to kind of view where you're standing, the portal shimmers, and you catch a last look of Mistress Maeve and the small creature that works for her, the changeling. For her. God, I can't English, y'all. My English skills go out the window the second I start this game.
fine.
A small changeling child creature thing that works for her in Neverseen Tower just stood there as the portal winks out. You are left in this kind of courtyard area, the large stones that are kind of stacked together to make this archway, emblazoned with ruins and totally silent.
God, I haven't been here in forever. Anyway, let's go see Quentin. He's a good man of mine. Good friend. What the fuck?
Just drop it 4 octaves.
I can't. This is stuck. I don't know why I can't go lower.
I think your voice is...
The Feywild doesn't have oxygen to breathe. It's all helium.
Nice fez there, Charlotte.
did not just put a hat on me. I'm starting to turn into Baz.
Welcome to the Feywild. It's my turn. Anyway, let's go. And I start walking towards Quentin's.
So you begin to make your way across the meadow, out the courtyard, and into the long, long plains of strange color.
Okay, wait, Baz.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that because that'll ruin it.
Does it actually... does the meadow actually, really hate people?
Looks at the DM.
You can whisper. I'm right here.
It's a normal meadow.
No,
It's
it doesn't.
nice.
It doesn't talk shit about you.
Don't whisper to the grass. It knows everything.
So, the things that you can notice about the meadow are, first off, it looks like a normal meadow, but it's almost as if someone's kind of shifted the coloring slightly. It's a little bit like someone started to put a grayscale on it, but just hasn't finished the job. Everything looks a bit more dim or diluted. The colors are just a little bit more drained. Otherwise, though, the grass is still green, the sky is still blue, there's still a bright light in the sun. It's just like everything's kind of slightly drained a little bit.
Hey, fuck that sun.
What do we look like?
You look totally normal.
Not grayscale?
Nope.
I do not look like I come out of, an old movie?
Nope.
Darn it.
You look totally normal colored. It's as if someone made a painting and then spilled some water over it. Yeah. The world, it still looks like it should, but just dimmed.
Those are the best glasses.
I want them.
Oh, darn it.
Mine now.
They're gonna suit you if you don't have your
We're
glasses
gonna give
on
them
here.
to Danny, because Danny's got the ever-seeing
Hey!
glasses.
What the heck? I have to crown
You're
you.
recording?
Yeah.
Give me my knitting needles.
No.
My wedding ring.
No, I'm putting them on you.
No, you can't have this.
You
I
like
was there,
SpongeBob.
you idiot.
Oh no.
Don't lose
Yeah.
that.
He actually has black glasses. I will have you know.
So,
Boy said I look like SpongeBob.
Hey, Demon's back.
the group
See
of
ya,
you
boy.
makes your way across the meadow and up the slight steps. They're kind of awkwardly positioned. You can see there's a small ramp that leads up to the side. In case anyone can't get up the stairs, because they're accessible.
Why is Jason dying at that? It's
The
very nice.
The Feywild's got accessibility.
Yeah, that's really
I don't
nice.
know what's funny about it, Jason.
I think Jason's gonna need that soon.
I'm assuming Baz is going in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
Okay, wait. I actually put the glasses on.
Okay.
You see my massive schlong.
But why is that hidden?
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
In the Feywild,
I have to hide my massive schlong
in the
Feywild.
in the Feywild,
okay.
you're like 6 inches.
Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
8.
You immediately feel your stomach start to roil and just clench as these glasses go on and there is a flash and the colors return to this world. It's terrifying and vertigo-like and begins to... It's almost got like a warped kind of spinny position. Like you've just come off the teacups and everything's a little bit too bright and too colorful.
Oh, that did not help.
Yeah. Okay, you remove the glasses. It starts to settle a little bit, but you still got a little bit of that kind of, oh, that was not fun. Baz, you push open the door. Quentin's Alley is a strange building.
Kizza, you should carry me.
Curved wooden beams and multicolored stone walls.
Okay, I pick Charlotte up.
Across the room, several long laneways laid down to arrangements of miniature castles and towns and towers. Each lane features a large sofa and a table on which rest a manner of colored boulders in varying sizes. The building itself hosts a select few groups. A small family of what appears to be gnomes, with large red hats perched atop their heads, sit on one side. A mismatched group of sickly, thin, pale-skinned elves with spider-like webbing for hair and furred limbs have met in 2 lanes in the center. And at the far end of the building, a large assortment of various creatures, each sporting one of 2 brightly colored jackets. Either a deep sequin blue with small gemstones and white lining, or a bright kind of weird mix between an orangey yellow with a large bull's head on the back. Off to your left is a low-set bar, a selection of shoes and other such gadgets, including horseshoes, tail gloves, and large bowls with wheels, stacked precariously along the wall. It has a single attendant leans wistfully against the counter. Tall and willowy, it has sickly greenish skin, not unlike that of an algae-filled pond, and gravity-defying bright pink hair streaked with white. The creature looks vaguely elvish, and much alike elves, it is impossible to tell their gender. As your group enters, the attendant casts their gaze, 2 pitch-black eyes roaming over the group of you, and leans forward on the counter with a small... Alleys are 10 shinings each. 1 shining per person for a pair of shoes. We also take firstborns, left earlobes, and spoons. The attendant reaches behind them and grabs a selection of shoes and puts them on the counter, one that will fit each of you individually by size. You can see they're wearing kind of one of those old kind of dorky bowling shirts. They've got a small name tag that says, "You may call me Liz," but it's spelled L-Y-S. They've got a set of fake glasses on without actual, like, glassware, just kind of the rims. And when they kind of give a tired sigh, you can see that their sharp, shark-like teeth have braces on them.
Oh my gosh! Reese, I love this place!
I walk over to Liz and I'm like,
I'm looking for Quentin. I'm Baz Benham Penguin, owner of the Penguin Mining Service. I've been here quite a few times.
You're Baz?
Yep.
Give me 1 second. Liz turns to what looks to be a small, like, stone tablet, like an abacus, kind of, but with a stone bit at the bottom that kind of displays a weird... It looks almost like the portal that you guys had come through. It's a bunch of little rocks that are kind of lining a weird, flashy portal in the middle. And begins to tap away at it. And then just reaches a hand through. You can see the hand disappears, coming through, totally vanishing on your side of the thing, and retracts with a pair of gold-dusted shoes with small pickaxes on the side. And he puts them down and he says, "Lifelong members get a discount on alley lanes. Here's your shoes, Mr. Benham." Quentin's currently in the middle of a bowling meet. He's over there. And he points towards this large group in the two brightly colored jackets that you'd seen. The first team, in the blue kind of sequined get-ups, are tall, kind of, not tall, but they're slender and thin, and for their size, body-wise, they're quite tall. Sorry, I've got a picture of them somewhere. They've each got kind of awkwardly spiked hair. You can see one of them's kind of slicked it back, but it's still popping up in the back. They're wearing identical kind of bowling suits, like old jogging pant type thing. And these bright, just horrific sequin jackets over top. The light from a few of the kind of dusty chandeliers bounces off and just reflects a little bit too weirdly. They have strangely colored figures. Sorry, what is this? 87. Give me 2 seconds and I'll pull up a photo for you.
Gosh, that's not how ears.
That's similar to what they look like there. You can see.
They look like that one girl in Voltron!
Laura or the
No.
other one?
Like in a different season. Like she actually has like the tail thing for hair.
They have very, very long ears. Not elvish in design, but almost like someone's just taken a pair of normal ears and just stretched them, just awkwardly long. They have this dark kind of purpley blue skin, and their hair is generally white. You can see one of them has kind of dyed the tips a bright blue. They're currently facing away from you, and as you watch, you can see one of them steps over, picks up one of these boulders kind of awkwardly, and just chucks it full force down the lane. It goes flying, crashes into one of the towers in this miniature little city. Across from them, in the bright yellowy orangish jackets, you can see a number of much stranger figures.
This is fucking shot put.
There is a strange, not quite cube-like, but very kind of amorphous blob of awkwardly colored goop. A jacket has just been kind of thrown on top of it, rather than actually worn. It's currently, you can see a small, one of these bowls with wheels is currently rolling around underneath it as it just kind of like undulates back and forth awkwardly. You can't see any like physical features, but you can see that there is a small, what looks to be like a mini action figure just kind of floating back and forth in this cube. There is a taller man. He looks slightly elvish, not quite. He's got bright red gold, kind of golden locks, like a strawberry blonde that have been like curled and pinned up slightly so that they stay out of his face, though a couple still fall. He's very beautiful. He's wearing kind of this orange jacket, which actually looks quite well complementing his kind of yellowish skin. He's got a pair of tight fucking pants on, y'all, like too tight. Like they must be cutting off blood circulation at this point. A pair of bedazzled golden shoes, bowling shoes. And just this bright smirk to his face. He's so full of it. He's kind of leaned against one of the things, kind of idly chatting away to this giant, gelatinous, undulating blob of thing.
I think that's him.
Next to him, hunkered over into himself, is another one of these tall, kind of vaguely elvish creatures. Just pale white skin and this bright white silvery hair that is being tied up into two small buns on top of his head. Its head. It wears a kind of, it's got the bright orange jacket on, but it looks just sickly in comparison to the rest of it. It's wearing black pants, kind of almost like a like those balloon pants, you know? Like they flare out at the bottom, and it's just kind of leaning unhappily with it, kind of like a snarl against the side. You can see that the area around it kind of almost like shifts slightly as it does stand there. Like you can't quite get a feel for where it is leaning properly. And then there's the final member of this group, standing about 9-10 feet tall, is a large hulking figure. It has a bull-like face, a large ring of gold that is being stuck between its nostrils, 2 giant horns, one of which has a number of small, what look to be tattoos carved into it, and the other of which is decorated with a number of ribbons. Just like, not like ballet shoe ribbons, like award ribbons that have been stuck to it awkwardly. It's got a cowlick that is being slicked back. It's wearing one of these, like, the biggest of these things, but it's ripped the sleeves off the actual jacket. It's just got rippling biceps and forceps and everything. From the waist down, it is entirely just huge, hulking, massive, like, fucking tree trunk-like legs. Furred and ending in small kind of, I say small, they're still probably the size of your head.
Hooves.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Hooves. It is currently sat leaned over against the couch. This sofa, just kind of gazing out with this bright, joyous smile on its face. As strange as a smiling bull can look. You see as this creature picks up one of these small boulders and just yoinks it, the thing begins to rise up off the sofa, just rising to its full height, and picks up one of the largest boulders you can see, and with a slight whoop, boom, just crushes a city. A small castle just crumples beneath the weight of this boulder, and with a small ding ding, a large board slides down, clears it, and another small miniature castle slides down to replace it.
So Bowie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's closer for a minotaur, a quaggoth, or a dog. I grab the shoes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk over to Quentin.
Okay. So you tie your shoes on and stuff. They fit like a glove still.
So good.
Do they have that one ketchup stain?
Yeah.
Okay. They can't get that off.
Yeah. It's just a small bit. One hot dog too many.
Yeah.
You step past the small barrier. There's a small sign that says, proper shoe wear must be worn at all time. Stepping down into the bowling lane area. The small family of gnomes with these hats are twice their size, guys.
So happy.
I love the hats!
Turn to look at you as you approach, kind of all as one, and you see just these sickening smiles that reach up past their ears almost to the corners of their eyes, the bottoms of their faces. No. The bottoms of their faces opening up and pulling back to reveal these sinister, just like spindly teeth that they chitter at you kind of just aggressively before they go back to their tiny little thing. You can see there is a large bowl of what looks to be meat that is just sat there, and one of the smallest ones, maybe a foot or two tall, big enough to fit in a small basket or bag, just kind of wanders over, kind of nervously grabs one of these hunks of meats and just eats the thing whole. You pass by the secondary group with these spider-like limbs and webbing for hair that don't pay you any mind as they continue with their small game of boulders. And finally, you make your way over to Quentin's group. The Minotaur in question, Quentin, as he is known, kind of is just stepping back, receiving some high fives from the rest of his bowling team, as the group of whatever these things are kind of scowl at his back, and one of them steps forward to take their turn. He turns and he catches sight of you, and immediately there is a booming Bears!
Hey, buddy Quentin, it's been a while.
How's it? I don't know time. I've been playing the same bowling game for 3 years.
I don't like
Close, but think black pupils and like anglerfish teeth.
Nope.
Terrifying, right?
It's been a while, but I'm back. I told you I would be back. I brought friends this time. I heard there was some trouble.
You brought friends. Ah! Wonderful, wonderful. Where are they? Are they shoot up? Are they ready to go?
Well, they're not ready to go. We're not playing boulders today, but we are here.
Come on. Come on. Everybody plays a game of boulders at Quentin's.
I know. We'll do it when we come back. But,
I'll hold you to that.
hold me to it all you can.
And like as he says this, you can see like he is
You
being
hold
100% true. He will hold you to that promise.
Yep. It's very easy. He's a very small man. Thank you. I'm here till Thursday.
He turns back and he says, "Guys, come meet Baz. Baz, this is the team." And he begins to point out to the team, who wander their way over. You can see this kind of golden-haired man. It begins to he places 2 hands just awkwardly. He takes a second to find the right place and then enters his hands into this blob and begins to push it along. Quentin turns to them. Much closer, yeah. He points out first this kind of angry-looking brooder. He says, "This is Shumis."
Shumis?
Shumis?
Give me a second. I don't have paper. Paper.
That is paper. That's
No, I need proper lined paper. Thank you.
okay. I like the cactus first one.
Goes for Japan.
What's up with you?
Shumis?
Shumis. Shumis.
Okay.
He points next to this amorphous blob. He says, "This is Zlerb. Z-L-E-R-B.
Z-E.
Z-L-E-R-B.
Honestly, he's the same. Yeah.
Felt that one.
And then he turns to the golden-haired man who is standing behind Zlerb and says, "This is Tyrun. T-Y-R-U-N.
I almost put that wrong. Whatever. Do I know any of them?
You do not recognize any of them, no." He says, "They're all new here at Quentin's Bowling, but you know what? They make a great team, so I've let them stay. Come, let's, you have time for a drink, right? A little bit of food, something peckish?
A little bit of time. Yeah, I need to talk to you anyway.
Sweet, let's go." And he pulls up from away from the thing. You can see the group of people that they were bowling against kind of chitter angrily, and he goes, "I'll be back in a second to kill you." And he begins to make his way back over towards you guys. The group of you is still stood at the counter. This kind of Liz, just kind of unhappily sighing against the counter, kind of flickers their gaze over towards where the group is now approaching and immediately goes, kind of brightens up, dusts themselves down, kind of tries to make themselves look busy as they move a couple of shoes around. And Quentin and the rest of the group comes over and he says, "These must be your friends. Can I get your names? You can call me Quentin."
Could you put me down, please?
I put her down.
Because Quentin is probably one of the only people you've ever met that is bigger than you.
Does he have his hand out?
Yep. He's got this huge, just
You jump.
humongous thing. He could probably hold you in one of his hands.
Charlotte.
Nice to meet you, Charlotte. And you?
I feel like this is a trick question. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. She's probably just staring. She's like, fuck.
Nothing? Alright. What about you two in the back? Shahala kind of like just shakes. Just no. Just not happening. Just no. Tevik?
Yes, I'm Tavik. Hello, and I'll shake his hand.
Okay. Reaches out, shakes your hand, and goes, "Wonderful!" And he begins to kind of like sway slightly. And then he goes, "Ah, damn it. Fucking too smart for me, ain't it? That gold trick doesn't work anyways. So, get your shoes on. I'll cover you. Friends always take the first one free. Let's go grab some food. Come on." And he makes his way back down to this pit where you can see a number of tables are kind of gathered, awkwardly set into booths. And he picks one of these booths, much larger than the other ones, and sits down, and the rest of the group follows him.
Shoes?
Liz kind of pushes over a couple of shoes, goes, "Yeah, shoes." You can see Liz is still tracking kind of the movement of the group as they go. Quentin said he'd cover you, so you're good. Sorry, what?
Shoes?
Yeah, shoes. Oh, yeah, shoes. Do these fit? Just kind of points at the arrangement. There's like 8 of them that have been placed on there in a variety of sizes. None of them look quite like they'd fit you.
Are they clean?
I mean,
Yeah.
kind of leans over, pokes into a couple, takes one pair that have a mysterious kind of like, as they hold them up, you can see there's a slight red stain in the inside, and goes, "Now they are."
Do you have any socks I could use?
Yeah. It turns away, and you can see they pull a small cord and an unfurling thing. There are a number of different socks. The topmost level is these same sickly kind of orangey yellow color with the large bull kind of printed onto them, as well as a couple of just mismatched socks. Just none of them seem to have pairs except for the ones with Quentin's symbol on them. They're all just kind of whatever.
I'll take the one on the bottom.
Okay. Picks them up. One of them is a nice kind of fine baby blue, and the other one is kind of you can't quite tell what the pattern's supposed to be. It looks almost like an acorn, but like 2 times fatter, like sideways, and with a red top instead of a brown top.
Okay, and I'll just take the shoes that look like they'll fit the best.
Yep.
Maybe
you kind
too
of
big.
pull in.
I don't know.
Shahala just kind of swipes a pair without looking, makes their way over.
Is this a threat?
Oh, what? What does it say?
Is this a threat?
What hurts?
In case you guys were wondering what Quentin looks
Oh
like.
my god, Beck? No, I'm kidding. It's funny, okay?
Oh,
It's funny because you're wrong.
I'll go.
it gives me shivers.
The bitch milk?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Why?
It's intimidating.
Bitch milk's intimidating now, I guess.
Okay, so the rest of you grab shoes, slip into them. They have specifically designed dragonborn shoes that allow room for claws, which is pretty cool.
They're like, you know how Help where they're like when gross ass socks had toes in them? They look like that. And they feel like that too.
That's disgusting.
Like in your claw.
I don't wear them.
You have to.
No.
You have to.
Your heel knife shoes are gonna like kill the bowling alley.
I don't care.
We're gonna be charged.
I was reluctant to grab a pair of socks as well, because Tavik doesn't wear socks.
Fuck, I
Okay.
better wear the shoes.
There is, you're handed, You are handed a pair of socks. One of them has a selection of what look to be marine creatures printed onto them. The other one looks to be the same kind of idea. They've got marine creatures printed on them, but they're all done in like brightly like colored variants. So whereas the one sock has like blue whales and gray dolphins, this one has like bubblegum pink whales and canary yellow dolphins.
As long as they're the same texture.
One of them is fluffy. The other is not.
Oh. That's just sad, Reese.
That's how we really suffer in this game.
You know when your socks go missing in the dryer? This is where they end up. Quentin's bowling alley.
Just end it now.
So the group of you makes your way over to where Quentin has set up in a booth, pulling on your own shoes and socks as you go. And you gather around, and Quentin goes, Let's get us some food! Bring them a nacho special. And you can see Liz kind of waves, okay? And makes their way into what looks to be a small back room behind the counter. And Quentin turns to the group of you and goes, So? What's going on?
Well, you know Maeve. Good old Maeve.
Of course I know her.
She needs some help with some people, or things, I don't know. Townspeople, where she lives, going missing again. Have you seen any here? Have you had any new people come in telling how they ate some townspeople or some fairies? Have you seen the fairies?
Haven't seen the fairies in a while. We kind of crushed one of them on accident. They're just so small, and they like the little castles, and they never tell us when they're in the little castles.
No, I get it.
It's like birdhouses to them. We had some dude wandering a couple of games ago. I think we ate him. I don't know, I can't remember. Liz! Did we eat that dude? And you can see Liz, who's coming out now with a bright wooden, like bright red wooden tray, stacked with what looks to be a large bowl covered with a small blanket, kind of comes in and says, Which dude? And Quint goes, you know, the one in all the hard, like, packaging. She goes, yeah, no, I think you gave them to the Red Caps. And he goes, damn. Yeah, no, he came in a while ago, but I think he just got lost. I don't think he was a townsperson, so to speak.
Okay.
And Liz makes their way over, and, like, as they go, you... Actually, roll a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, anyone can if they want to.
I need the thing. The thing.
Sure.
This.
Not one.
Perception.
Liz is just a strange person in general.
15.
Nat 20! Legit, look at it! +4.
Okay.
You and then me. Wow.
What?
Thanks.
Oh, it moved. It was a nat 20.
Yeah,
I
it
swear.
did move.
I swear. 14!
18? Okay. Charlotte, you're distracted by the talk of them eating someone.
Yeah.
Bez, however, you've heard this before. It's nothing new. And you pay a little bit more attention to Liz. They almost trip coming down the step. And you can see their gaze is locked intently.
On Sheamus?
Not Shumis, no. On Tyron.
She likes him. Sorry.
Okay.
On Tyron, who is just kind of like gaudily sitting there, just there's almost like a sunlight beam that is just sparkling down on him as he kind of
Constantly.
just unties his hair and flips it to the side, and then settles back down onto the
Wait,
table.
is he sitting at the booth?
He's sitting at the booth with you guys.
Where is he in relation to where I'm sitting?
He's sitting in between Quentin and Shumis. You'd probably be next to Shahala, who's next to Baz. So it's Quentin and Baz, Shumis and Shahala. Shumis and Shahala. and then it's Tyron and you, and then it's Zlurb, and
I love him.
Charlotte, and then Tavik.
You should have brought the rock. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's his dad.
You watch as Liz kind of like catches themselves, kind of straightens back up again, and just kind of stalks over slightly, kind of slides it down
Oh, they
onto the
fucking.
table, and then goes, anything else I can get you guys? Tyron does not look at him at all. He's just kind of leaning over at Shumas and talking quietly.
I felt that one.
I just spoke to your soul.
What?
I'm good.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gay.
My son is.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm good. Does anyone else want anything else?
You eat people?
Oh, God, no. I don't, please. No, I'm more of a fan of, grass.
I know you said ass. That's still a cannibal.
Wheat, if I'm feeling particularly spicy. And then on
Sweet
occasion
grass.
I'll eat a little bit of, cloth or something. If we get some good stuff in. Shumas and Tyron, though, on occasion they're known to nibble. We're not quite sure what Zlurb eats.
Zlurb looks like he just goes, Does he talk?
No, Zlurb just kind of does.
You remember that one, frog thing we had last time that just kind of, looked gross?
Yeah.
We played with him and he
yeah,
sucked
yeah.
and we stepped on him.
Yeah.
That squish, always remember it.
I think I've still got his tongue rolled up and back.
I still have that ketchup stain from him.
Yeah. No, on occasion,
Kizza's
the red caps
looking
do
like the
nibble.
woman that's on all the math equations around her.
Yeah, same. Yep.
The red caps, though, they are very much into eating people. And you see he kind of gestures loosely to the group of gnomish people that are sitting there.
I mean, I understand women, but damn.
And you can see the one of them kind of picks up a boulder and throws it, and it falls short and kind of rolls to a stop just in front of the castle without actually breaking anything. And the rest of the red caps turn to it, chitter, and it goes, and they descend. It is left an entire skeleton standing there as they go back to their bowling game.
Is Liz still just standing there awkwardly?
Yeah, Liz is just kind of just awkwardly standing there they're waiting for something.
Hey, Liz.
Yeah.
You know he's gay, right?
What? What? I gotta go! And, just bright green. It just kind of scurries away.
She's like, I'm gonna go vomit. I'm like, whoa.
You can see Shumas kind of looks over and goes, what the fuck do you mean? Who's gay?
I'm crying.
Wait, is this the one you thought was gay?
I gotta go.
Is this the one that Baz was he's gay?
This is Shumas.
Yeah.
Is she was the one that...
No, Tyron.
Okay. Yeah.
I also meant he's gay.
I
he's
mean-
definitely gay. I'm crying.
I think he's... I think what Baz is trying to say is that...
I have a gay son, it's okay. I'm a little gay too.
What?
I'm gay.
Who the fuck is gay?
He thinks you like dick.
Who the fuck is Dick?
I mean, if you cook it
Well,
properly,
Gay and
sure.
Dick, Gail and Richard, they're dating.
Oh.
Because it has a brain aneurysm. Wait, can I stand up and like walk away? I just need a moment.
Yeah, you gotta climb over Charlotte.
I
and
don't
Tabitha
care. I
first.
climb over them. I'm like, I'm done.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Okay, bye,
Okay.
honey.
Shimas kind of looks over and goes, "Your friend's weird."
What, the green one?
Yeah, the lizard.
Yeah, don't worry.
Lizard.
How are you today?
Same as every day.
I feel
Cold, unhappy, and, banished.
Oh, you changed an emotion.
Yeah.
That's the sayings on the board. Cold.
It's a small thing. It's like
She
hand.
feels today.
It's hand stitched and updated daily. It just says cold, bored, unhappy, banished.
Usually it's dead on the bottom. Oh.
I walk over
I mean,
to
I'll
where
probably be
Liz
dead.
was like standing awkwardly. I'm gonna go
Okay,
have a conversation.
Liz has returned back to behind the bar and is just kind of shuffling things around, and they pop up as you come over and they go, "Yeah, can I help?"
You doing good?
I mean, sure. Why?
Cause you seem pretty awkward when
I'm not awkward. Okay, Do you need shoes? I've got shoe polish stuff.
I mean, I wasn't really coming here for shoes. I was more coming to see if you were like good.
I mean, like, I guess so. Shimas is an asshole anyways, but like, I can't believe, like, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not, no, I don't want to, okay.
Do we need to have like tea time? Like, do we need to like talk?
I mean,
Like girl time? Like no shade.
I mean,
like a little shade.
I don't need girl time. I just need, like, time, you know?
Well, like we can have time.
Okay, yeah, I'll have time.
$5, please.
Can I have, like, 3 years?
Yeah, you can have 3 years.
Sweet. And she reaches
She's like,
over, and Liz reaches over and just kind of, like, pokes you on the forehead, and immediately you just kind of blink, because you feel a little, like,
What the fuck just happened?
it's kind of when you've just stepped off, like, when you're, like, landing on a
Yeah.
plane, it's just kind of that
Yeah.
touchdown of
Like, it's
gravity
like,
again.
You
What
just
the
gave her
fuck?
3 years.
Oh, fuck me.
And Liz kind of, like, turns back, and you can see that their face kind of just brightens slightly, sharpens a little bit. You can see they kind of morph slightly. Beforehand, they'd been kind of amorphous. You couldn't quite tell, like, what gender they were. But you can see now that after gaining this, they kind of shift a little bit, kind of this sharper jaw, kind of stubble starts to pecker in, kind of flattens their chest and cuff, goes, God, no. Thanks for that. Yeah, no.
The fuck just happened? They're gay!
Sorry, it's been a while, and, you know, I'm kind of far from my pond, so it's tough to kind of float when I need to float, you know?
That's understandable.
I'm so proud of them.
They you say as kids that just lost 3 years of
Yeah,
their
kids
life.
have just lost 3 years, yeah.
You know what? I have nothing to live for anyway. It's good. All good.
And, Liz goes, here, I don't like to owe favors, and kind of reaches down beneath the thing and just kind of pushes what looks to be like a tiny, like, a child's bowling ball almost.
I thought you said a child for
Oh, baby.
yeah, I
A
was like,
child.
again!
Oh my god, where's the boat? I have a brain.
You get outside this boat, you're like,
You know what's
I'm like, Kiz's arc starts now.
you know what's worse than a child's bowling ball?
I know.
child.
No!
It's a small, like, child bowling ball sized ball. It's kind of dark black with kind of almost like a glimmery purple sparkle to it. And Liz kind of just pushes it across and goes, this is Joe. Joe likes to be fed 3 times a day, preferably people, but, like, it'll settle for other stuff.
I have another Dwayne.
You know, they just, like, I don't know, it's cool, just don't pet the tentacles.
Tentacles?
It doesn't like the tentacles being pet.
Where does it have tentacles?
You know, on its back. like any like normal.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of.
No.
I mean, all right. How do I? Where's its back?
Oh, just like roll it outside. It'll pop out. I like to keep it in there for now because it like makes a mess. It's always okay. Joe always likes to jump on stuff, you know, and I've got this big stack and I don't need it being knocked over.
Wait, it has tentacles.
It's big.
I mean, it's got big. 2 of them. Yeah. I mean, I guess tentacles is the right word. It's the closest word. It's got tentacles. You know, like most things do.
Is this the Kraken that I brought up in the very beginning before we started?
You like
playing?
roll up. She's like, I've missed you.
I'm like, fuck. So like, you're a dude.
This is just collecting.
I
pets.
mean, like, I can be. I kind of like go with the flow, you know.
I
Can't
like
stop
that.
the stream.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a pond, but you get the difference.
Yeah. So like, do you like him?
Like who? Shimas?
No.
Thank God, no. He's a fucking twat.
Obviously.
Oh my god.
He's one of those
enemies to
he's
lovers.
He's a fucking winter court, so
No,
you know
enemies.
he's gotta be
We need a first to lovers.
an asshole.
These
Just
rose
great.
quartz.
No, like I mean like
Tyrone.
No, that's not it.
It's right there.
That's
Tyrone.
Tyron.
Tyrant.
Liz kind of like slightly darkens in green and goes, I mean, kind of, but like, he's Tyrant, so he's too in love with himself to be in love with anyone else. You know.
Doesn't that feel familiar?
What?
Sorry.
Whoa.
I know. He's summer court though, you know, so he's just radiant. It's hard to fight with them. They've got kind of like this pull. Okay. No.
Yeah.
I know the quartz, bitch.
I also mentioned Shumas was winter. In case
Was
you wanted
winter?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing together?
It's fun though. I've got like an eternity, so.
So you're gonna like give it a shot, or are you just like?
God no. I'm just gonna kind of like admire from a distance.
Why wouldn't
Sometimes if he's feeling like real bored and he doesn't want to make the walk to the washroom, he'll like stop by my pond and just kind of look at himself. It's fun.
So why don't you just like go for it? You've got an eternity anyway.
Cause like, if I like disrespect him or something, he'll probably like kill me. You know, summer court rules. You gotta like, they're real sticklers for that whole respect thing. I don't know. Those of us on the like outer edges just don't get that sort of stuff.
So you thought about doing it like anonymously?
Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking of like stealing a baby or something for him, but you know, I don't want to be like that committed. Because then what if I like scare him off or something?
Yeah, that's
you know?
like a little much for like the first.
Yeah. I think maybe like a dog.
Yeah, like a dog.
Or like
would be
a shepherd.
Yeah.
You know, a flock maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think getting him a flock of sheep would be too much? Maybe like a flock of goats instead.
A flock of goats.
Yeah. What if? Oh no. What if Quentin finds that rude? I don't wanna get Quentin mad though.
You don't wanna,
like, I don't know. He's got a cousin.
Yeah.
Who's like, I don't know if it's goat or not.
What about like
but,
a raccoon family?
like a raccoon? Humans might like raccoons. They're kind of like prickly.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I think I'll do raccoons. Yeah. Thanks for the help.
No worries.
Enjoy Joe.
Yeah, thanks.
Here, just in case. They kind of pull out a small bedazzled pink collar with the small Joe hanging on it,
Alright.
and hands it over and goes, yeah, that'll just like keep Joe near, you know.
Alright.
And it's tough to spot them every once in a while. They get kind of like fizzy.
Alright.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna go steal some raccoons
Okay.
as soon as my shift's over.
Yeah.
I should actually go clean up the red cap.
Yeah.
Okay. and like behind
Look
the
at
counter,
Danny's
Liz begins to pull on some like rubber gloves, but they're like metallic rubber gloves, like chainmail gloves, and begins to make their way over to the gnome-like family of red caps.
Are you okay, Danny?
Okay. What the fuck do I do now?
Back at the table.
I've just been talking with Seamus the entire time they're doing that.
Yeah, he's
I
just
learned
like
about his life.
he's just been quoting like emo poetry the entire time.
He's like a Pinterest board.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
It's not Tyrone.
Tyron?
Tyron.
Yes.
Basket's mother.
Just like the flip of hair in like slow motion as it cascades down behind him. Yeah. How can I help you?
I can't even get words right now.
Baz is like, oh man, I really hope this
What's his
isn't
name?
his boyfriend.
Quentin.
Just kind of like flutters his eyelashes.
That's not Bartham's
Quentin
boyfriend.
told me that you guys are like, well, close friends, kind of, not really. What court are you from?
I mean, I was part of the summer court, as you can clearly tell by the fact that I'm.
Obviously, you look amazing.
Thank you. I was going to say by the fact that I'm so eloquently spoken.
Don't you love when I break character?
Oh my god, he's coming!
But you know,
So
that's why I'm here. Court doesn't like people. I don't know. Court's been rough the last couple of years, you know?
What happened?
Well, we had the whole like queen's death, and then there's
Aggressive.
and then like we only had the one son to take over, and he's being a baby about it. But
Who's the son? Is it Adrian?
Ajon?
Is it A. John?
Adron?
Adrian, yeah.
Yeah. I heard apparently that what are they called? What do they call themselves? They change their name like every year, you know. The Hunt or whatever they are, like the Wild Hunt or something.
Oh,
They like brought him in apparently. Apparently he's ready. He's taking the throne soon. But like, I don't know. I didn't get an invitation, so.
yeah. They always kick out the people who are too good for them anyway.
Right?
Like honestly, I think
They just don't admire my sense of grace.
did the hunt find anybody else?
I don't know. Seamus. It's not Seamus. Did they find anyone else? You got, like, people, right? Oh, man. I'm just normal, you know? Everything's sad.
Are you the Winter Court, Seamus?
Ugh. I hate being labeled. Yeah.
Fuck off. Like, you do it so well, I want to punch you so bad.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
I mean, I hear about everything.
Well,
Do you want to know about it?
yeah. Yes, please.
What do you have to give me? You know how we work, right? Like, I'm
Of
not giving you
course.
stuff for free.
I mean, do you want information or do you want like a gold piece?
How shiny is it?
I bring it out. It's like pretty good.
You can see all of their eyes alight. And
it's
the
like a
amorphous,
cat, like-
the amorphous blob of Zlurb just kind of, like, awkwardly, like, begins to move towards it. Goes, yeah, I'll take that, thank you. Pockets it away. Yeah, I mean, they were looking for some group of, like,
3 years of my
Kids
life was
or
spent
something.
talking to a teenage.
Yeah.
I'm now having this realization.
Yeah.
3 years of my life was spent talking to this teenager that's like, I don't know, like.
Crack.
You told them to steal some
Anyway,
raccoons.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Well, I don't know what else.
I heard last that I heard they were looking for some like ragtag group of kids or something that had like broken into one of the courthouses. Apparently they also got like hired for some job, like some dude wanted them to find his wife. I don't know if they actually took that job though, you know. No.
You told that damn Jason!
They're running. What? Repeat that.
He
The
told
hunt is
Faye.
looking for.
I asked
He
the
told the hunt to hunt down Farinessa.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about Farinessa.
I don't know. Apparently they almost caught the like the kids or whatever that they were after in
For 2 seconds, I was like,
what's it called? Quentin, what's the place with the water? The big water place that all the people like there. Quentin goes, Ocean Hall. Yeah, Ocean Hall, that's what it was. They almost caught them in Ocean Hall, but they like vanished. So
do you know what they're... What's the Mighty Nine?
Roll, if you're out there, we love you.
Why were they trying to find them?
Yeah.
I don't know, something about Adron's coronation or something, like it's in a couple of like I don't know.
Were they like
It's in a
hunting
couple of
them?
bowling games.
But who? What? Who? What?
Charlotte, calm down.
Look,
Were they like,
this is all like second hearsay information on the inside, so I don't know every detail, but like
No, it's fine, don't worry.
do you know like how many of them there were that they were like hunting?
the wild hunt?
Like, yeah, like how many were they hunting of those like kids or whatever?
I don't know. I know they had like 6 probably. Maybe like 7.
Slamming down her pencil.
I was waiting for you guys to do the math so I wouldn't have to do the math.
Me and Jason both.
No.
Don't look
I
at me
don't-
like that, bitch.
The whole coronation
I
thing.
thought you were talking to like a ghost, and I'm like, that's a deer.
That's a deer.
I don't know though. The whole coronation is like high security, so I haven't had word in a while.
What do they look like?
So at a
The
game,
wild hunt?
Yeah.
God, I don't know. They can look how they want. They're fey.
I want to press the pause button on this right now. I don't know.
You messed us up.
You fucked us up.
That was me.
You darn tootin'. You darn tootin' goof there, bud.
What did I say? What did I literally say? Literally, you started talking to them and you were like, so like, there's like this person, and I literally was like,
You were like,
"Don't you
let's
fucking
go.
dare."
Let's go.
And you were like, let's go,
And
go,
we
like,
didn't.
let's go. And we were
Actually, you were saying that to me.
yeah, I was like, how? And you were like, so like, Farinessa. And I was like, I remember being like, in my head, I was like, this is gonna bite us in the ass.
You don't know if they want to like kill us or not. Like they could just. Be,
They're
like,
hunting us.
They're
For Adron,
hunting
they
us.
could be like. Well, they
We
brought Adron.
saw
They brought
them.
Adron.
He's a king. He's gonna do. They're
Well-
gonna do absolutely nothing to a king. Okay. You know what they're. You know what we are? We're a whole
Kings.
bunch of fuck
We're
nothings.
gods.
We're a whole bunch of fucking nothings. You know what we've got? Do you
know what we have?
Bass? Look at me. Do you know what we have?
This is
We
Jason
have,
talking.
we have a
Jason-
bunch of shiny things.
No.
Other
no.
than
Two
actually,
shiny
Danny,
things, bitch.
You have tooth?
Danny,
I have nothing.
Danny, shush for a second.
I don't
I'm
even
gonna
have-
explain to you something really quick, and I want you to listen closely. Do you know what we are? A fucking dragon that was raised by wolves. A goddamn prophet. A fucking dwarf that fucked up his family. Or his family fucked him. We don't know what happened there, but he's fucking a chess.
His wife's the top.
A fire genocide that makes too much noise because he's wearing so much fucking armor. And a damn lesbian with a wolf.
Hey, you guys should meet up.
May I change the description for Tavik?
I killed him.
A fire genocide who makes more
Tavik's
noise
not
than he
that
has
loud.
memories.
That was so loud.
I didn't hear what Dan said.
A fire genocide that makes more noise than he has memories.
You know what?
Sorry.
That was good.
I haven't told you just how much he doesn't remember.
Well, not a lot.
You did say he really doesn't have a lot.
When you were talking to Shahala, you were like, yeah, nah, I don't know, man. Also, while we're on this pause thing or whatever, out of character, because we're all having a mental breakdown. Kiza wants to roll that damn boulder thingy. I want to know what it is. So
You're gonna do a game of oh, you're rolling the boulder?
Yeah, the one.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you rolling it inside?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh.
No.
I don't think so.
Don't roll the boulder yet.
No, not yet.
Okay.
We're still
well,
talking.
What am I supposed to do with it?
We're still talking.
I'm just holding it at this point.
Them.
Yeah,
Oh
hold
yeah,
Joe
the
for a
wild
little
hunt.
bit.
You flips a boulder.
I roll it on the table and crash everyone.
Do we, okay, for real, do we go after Adron and shit like that? Because they're looking for us and they might find us anyway? Or do we go from,
Or are we
for
like,
Madam
nah.
Magov? Wrong one.
We are
Maeve.
not going after Madame Magavi. I'm solving
Wrong
that
one.
one.
No, not Madam
You're
Magov. I'm gonna say
solving
Maeve.
that
I'm gonna say
I am.
Maeve.
I've been working on
Mistress
solving
Maeve.
who she is.
Mistress Maeve. There's a lot of M's. I don't remember M's.
Mistress Maeve. We have to do Mistress Maeve. She's your friend.
Yeah. We just have to kill a hag. That's all we have to do. What?
Yeah, we shoot Hank.
What? I said kill a hag.
I said Hank. That's why I looked at you like that. I was like,
Okay, wait. We just kill a hag. Yeah.
That's all we have to. No, we do not have to shoot Hank.
We shoot
unless
Hank
Hank
anyway.
is the real villain and he's pretending to be a hag because he can do that because he's a mimic.
We shoot Hank anyway.
We shoot
Just
Hank.
to be safe.
That's
just
right.
to get him out of the way.
Hank's the gun.
We shoot Hank. It's just a regular chest. Shoot
Shoot
Hank.
gun.
Well, hey,
Shoot
Hank.
Hank.
Shoot yourselves. You can never be sure.
so
Anyways.
are we going after the fucking hag and shit?
Well, we don't have time for
Yeah.
Adron. I'm sorry.
Well, it's gonna come back and bite us in the ass.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
No, okay. We work on the hag thing, and if they get to us before we kill the hag, we'd be like, hey,
Give us
take
2
us
seconds.
and you kill the hag. Or like, give us 2 seconds
also
kind of
have
thing.
to play
Hey, you
bowling.
help us, we'll come with you.
How do we come
Maybe.
back?
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. The
What
wild
are
hunt
we
is evil.
supposed to do for Adron though? If he's
Well,
gonna
like,
be in the middle of
the hunt-
fate?
The hunt
still
is
have
coming
tattoos.
for us. Yeah. We're still.
So he's fine. He's fine.
he's fine with us.
he's
He
fine,
can vouch for us.
But we're still.
No. Like,
contracted to
he's
him.
alive.
Yeah, he's
He's
alive.
good. He's
no,
good.
I know, but he's alive.
now.
He's contracted with us. He can vouch for us. So like, if we do get like caught, we
What
could
if
be
he
like,
was took without him wanting?
Wait, we have to find him anyway.
that's true. We do have to find him anyway.
Because that evil tiefling Yeenaw guy.
Okay, but
did
we're more
not-
worried about
he
Maeve
wanted-
right now. There's people disappearing from our town. That's why we came here.
Yeah, I know.
This one?
We work on that first.
Yeah,
That's a priority. That's
Maeve
priority.
first.
Yeah.
priority Maeve.
Yeah.
Priority is Maeve.
Well, the hag thing.
Priority, maybe?
We don't even know how to get to the fate court.
You know what, Davik?
Okay, well then we don't need to get to the fake court. Because we'll just like sit there for like 5 days and then the wild hunt will be like, oh, we found you, and then we're like, joke's on you, we wanted to be found, we're
Joke's
lost.
on you.
Joke's on you, help us out.
Hey Danny, take a look at your inventory quick for me.
Why? What?
You don't see it? Is it not on there?
What?
Pass?
Why?
I think I know what you're getting at.
No, you didn't write it down.
What?
You do realize you guys are equipped with stuff to make sure that you can't be tracked in the Feywild.
You're right!
You're wearing anti-tracking stuff.
Oh, we can't just sit there for 5 days. Okay, or else we're just sitting there for
We're
5
just
days.
sitting there.
Okay, don't do
I
that.
already
That's
lost
a bad
3
plan.
years of my life, so.
Okay, well,
It's an amulet thing, isn't it?
it's an amulet, yeah. Yeah, no,
You've got an amulet. Everyone else except for Shahala is wearing cuffs.
Why
I don't have the
Jahala
cuffs.
wearing cuffs?
Cuffs. She didn't want cuffs.
She has a necklace.
So she got a necklace.
I don't have the cups. Do I have the cups?
Yes. No.
Okay.
Sorry. You have
Does
the
everyone
magic
have the cuffs?
You have the magic
Okay,
cuffs.
cool.
So you have the big boys.
Everybody's. Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
Stop yelling.
Okay, so
Hey, but if the wild hunts is full of us, who hired them to fuck us?
Do we want to
wait, is it already 1?
continue? I've got 10 minutes
It's
till lunch. I can finish this off?
No, I
or
said-
do you guys want to continue talking through what you want to do?
I think we should keep going with this because like
Okay.
we just kind of stopped it right there.
Yeah.
We're like, hold on.
You guys-
Ah!
Okay.
You guys do so. Oh, with the scene?
Who's
Yeah,
on?
I thought you meant the I thought
yeah,
you
I
meant
was like-
between the talking.
No.
Yeah, so Shima's kind of goes, yeah, I don't know. They're it's high security right now. Like nobody can get into the interwoods, which is fucking bullshit. But you know, we can't get there anyways, so and Quentin finally steps in and he goes, so Bears,
Yeah.
what can I do for you, dude? What you doing out here?
Well, like I said, you know, Maeve. Jump us on that thing. You know,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, like, it's still cool for, you know, us to be in here without,
Yeah,
like,
dude, you got
I don't know if
this
there's
is
a war
her.
going
This is
on,
her
but-
plane. I can't do shit. So, I'm guessing you need to be dropped,
This is
airdropped
her-
into the wild.
Her plane.
She owns the
Her
Feywild?
I'm guessing you guys need to be like airdropped into the Feywild then.
Yeah, yeah.
Funky.
We're not
Stuff.
even in the Feywild.
Do you know where, that one
Where
Hague
the fuck
station
are
is?
we?
There's, like, 3 of them right now. We're, like, close to the border, but, like,
The
Really
the new
close.
the new manor that just popped up.
yeah.
Yeah,
The one that's...
I don't
want
wanna-
Keep this.
I don't want to go all conspiracy theorist again,
Hey,
but is
pal.
Mistress Maeve a Dragar?
Hey, pal, we're in the Fae,
What
right?
plane?
We're
What
in,
plane are we in?
We're in Maeve's, we're in Maeve's, plane, right?
Or ever seen.
We're in a mini plane.
So,
We're in her own mini plane,
the-
like the
Yeah.
diner. Sorry. Did you not connect that or?
I connected
Okay,
that.
cool.
Okay, cool. Anything else you need, or do you want to get going?
I'm
'Cause
pointing this out.
I
Charlotte
can't
and
drop
Kiz are
you
looking
right
at each
in
other
the-
like, what
that ain't-
kind of
that ain't
fuckery
charity on
is
that
this?
little cross there, but I
Yeah.
can get you. I can get you to the border.
Sooner, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Good to
okay. And he cracks his knuckles. These huge fucking
I'm
just
holding
crack,
Joe.
crack, 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 crack. It's terrifying.
I'm holding Joe.
And then he stands up at the table and he goes, "Scooch out, would ya?"
Yep.
Kind of scooches sideways.
We all screwed up.
Everybody scooches out and he says, "Boys, you get back to bowling, beat their asses. I'll be back to kill them."
Wait,
Yeah.
can I do an investigation check on the other team?
The other team, what other team?
On the
are
blue
big
team?
girls?
Yeah, the
Oh,
blue team.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Go ahead. Seven. They've been kind of like angrily like foot tapping there, like you know when moms are like waiting for their kids and they're taking just a little bit too long and they start to get a little like, get your ass out here. That's what they're doing. They're just kind of unhappily tapping their feet away. You can see one of them is kind of in the background going, just freaking out. You can see that the scoreboard above them currently has 43 for Quentin's team and 2 for the Quick.
What's up with their outfits?
Blue. They've got these blue kind of jackets on, these sequined blue jackets with little stripes of white throughout them. They're wearing kind of like jogging suits almost.
Okay.
You can see that the like cuffs of their sleeves have what look to be a small bolt of lightning next to them. And this kind of scoreboard tablet thing has the 2 names. There is Quentin's Bulls and the Quicklings.
Like, is Liz, like, still standing at the counter?
Liz has disappeared.
Damn.
She was going to go clean up the red caps or something.
Yeah. She's made her way over to where the group of red cap gnomes things
War.
are kind of rotating around. You can see that during this time somehow Liz has grabbed what looks to be like a small, like, not like a dagger, but like a stick that's being carved to look like a dagger. She's kind of like holding it out in front of them as they just kind of start to pick up bones of this leftover thing and put them into a small bag before backing up and making their way back towards the counter in the back room. Okay.
I'm gonna wait till we're in the Feywild before I look at Baz and go, hey, so,
Sweet.
I gave 3 years of my life
So
away.
Quentin leads the group of you down the side of the bowling alleys and into what is called the back room of this little thing. The rest of the group has wandered back over to their bowling with the quicklings. And Quentin himself kind of leads you through what is almost a maze-like kind of back room. There are stacks of castles and towers. There are these large boulders, which are all painted multiple colors, and just kind of friendly stacks and stuff.
Do you have that one boulder of me?
And he goes, here it is. Just reaches up right on top, just pops out a thing about the size of Baz's head, so it's just got Baz's head. Goes, yeah!
I won a championship once!
Fuck! Rams it into the wall next to you and goes, damn it! Tried to headbutt you again. Puts it back up. Continues on his way. There are a manner of different mechanisms and stuff that lower down to pick up castles and stuff as they go, or put ruined ones into what looks to be a couple of small bins that have been placed around the side. You can see there is a gangly kind of pale-skinned white creature, totally just hairless, like absolutely hairless, wearing what looks like a small kind of
I give it a sock.
a small like not like a morph suit, but if they cut the arms and legs off the morph suit, so it's just like a baby's
bodysuit?
Yeah, like a bodysuit, like a swimming bodysuit almost. Just done in this weird kind of grayish brown. Just kind of skittering around across shelves and stuff. Every once in a while it'll dart into one of these bins and come back out with a fully remade castle, just pop it onto a thing, just kind of skittering around.
I'm following it around and I go, what the fuck are you?
It skitters nearby for once and reaches out to kind of like grab at your bowling shoes, and Quentin just punts it across the room and goes, don't let it touch you, it likes to take shoelaces. And just continues as he goes.
I'm actually taking off my socks and shoes while we're moving.
Yep.
Cool.
Are you like taking them with you, or are you just throwing them behind
I
you?
mean, I'll just give them to him later.
Okay. Quentin pushes through a set of double doors and onto what looks like a small landing pad for almost like a helicopter. And on this small landing pad is not a helicopter, but what looks to be a small... what looks to be a small chariot. It's got a tall, red, gleaming surface with gold inlay, a large kind of boost that can fit quite a few people. There are two what look to be like deer-like creatures. They've got these long antlers.
Hello?
But the antlers look almost tree-like, and rather than branching sideways, they branch straight up from their heads and into what look to be small trees.
It's the Pokemon guard from XY!
Danny.
Feywild's just Pokemon.
Yeah! I don't remember its name, though. I did not play that generation. Oh my god, he's got a gun!
They reach up, they kind of like twinkle. As the one of them turns its face, you can see it's got two separate heads attached to the one neck. And both of them kind of blink separately at you. One is currently chewing on a bit of what looks to be some grass, and the other one's just kind of turns back towards the front. They're like, they look similar enough to deers where they look kind of normal, but they're just like the little bit like too uncomfortable.
Wow, they look stupid. I love them.
They're a little bit. Quentin kind of gestures to the chariot and says, hop on! I'll get up front. And he goes over between the two of them and just pulls on what looks to be a large harness. Clips himself into the harness.
I get in.
Okay, so the group of you climbs on. There are what look to be seat belts kind of attached to the side of the chariot. And you guys click yourselves in for safety.
I put the shoes and stuff on the bottom of it.
There's a small shoe rack.
Hey, nice, shoe rack. There it is.
Baz, you of course have done this before, so you take the front seat, clipping yourself in so that you are facing directly forward. And Quentin says, hold on to your horses, kids! Goes,
I don't have any horses!
does that classical kind of bull, like, readying for a charge, lowers his horns, and with a just kind of charges forward.
Wait, did the deer say that or did he say that?
He goes, "Rah!"
Okay.
And the deer go, as they are not, you can see now that, like, he's jumped onto his harness, they don't actually touch the ground, they're kind of, like, hovering sideways slightly, and he just begins to charge across this meadow, and you guys begin to make, like, very, very quick time. It's a very smooth ride. About halfway through his, like, just running, he goes, just reaches back, rips off one of these deer's heads, just starts to munch on it as he continues.
It's a snack.
Running, and there's a crick, and like little spindly webs, the world begins to shift and crack around you. It looks similar to a room of mirrors that has begun to crack. Bits and pieces of these mirror-like processions fade out from this meadow-like area to what looks to be a forest. The trees are long and spindly with different colored leaves and strange lights that bob back and forth. The ground itself looks almost shifting. It's nothing here is quite settled. And he comes to a stop in a small section, just kind of positioned awkwardly. One of the wheels of the chariot is kind of positioned higher up on the root of a tree. And he says, "Okay, everybody out. You unclip your seatbelts, step down onto the ground," and he turns and he says, "That way is north for now. Be careful, don't get eaten. See you guys." And just takes off, disappearing with another crackle. And the group of you is left in this forest. And that's where we'll break for lunch.
Okay. Wait, can we not break for 5 seconds?
Okay, yeah.
I look over at Baz and I'm like, so, I think I just wasted 3 years of my life.
Give me a second.
Baz, hold on.
Shit, I fucked up. Give me a second. I need to do this. It'll be funny, I swear.
Meanwhile, Havoc is ripping off those bowling shoes and changing back to his sandals because fuck shoes.
Okay. You can add Quentin bowling shoes and socks to your pack, please.
Oh no!
Say that again.
So,
Copyright.
I think I gave away 3 years of my life.
That was
It
good.
says to be continued. Thank you. That's funny for me.
Okay, yeah.
Yep,
It
record
pauses there.
scratch.
Yeah.
To be continued.
It zooms in on Baz's face and he's like,
Okay. That's all for right now. We'll be back after lunch. See you guys in a little bit.
I'm